Looks like cops have their hands full nowadays with all the criminals roaming around and not to mention the hooligans that seem to cause mayhem on the streets. Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we'll be looking at just how busy it is out there for these law enforcers as we look at them go up against people on cars and bikes. Let's see what today has got in store for us. Here rests a clean Miata under a tree being approached by a suspect being chased by police. The car crashes right into the tree and nearly wrecks the Miata in the process. That was one close call. This gutsy van driver pulls a smart one on the cops. How? He enters the alleyway and to everyone's surprise reverses back and hits one of the cops. What a mad lad. He surely deserves street cred for that. These lads are having a great time zooming about on the highway, but their fun is short-lived. One by one, these poor guys are pulled over by cops and probably fined just as hefty of a ticket as their cars. Got to give credit where credit is due. Nice to see this guy handling a Chevy Trailblazer SS like a pro. Sadly, like all good things, his run comes to an end when the 5-0 arrive on the scene. Russians have another way of doing things. What I'm surprised about is why are the police being so timid? Last I remember they were savages over there. Looks like cops are tired of these people blocking streets and causing mayhem on them because that bump seems a little too personal if you look at it. These cops knock the living daylights out of this person because he was driving under the influence of a substance and now won't stop for anyone. When I say he won't stop, he doesn't and runs out of the car.
He's running!
The Amazon delivery guy when you order an express one-day delivery and he just wants to be on time. Those good cops are just providing him an escort, that's all. This cop attempts a successful pit maneuver and spins the fleeing car a full 180 degrees right onto the grass. No more Mr. Nice Cop for you, my friend.
Negative pit.
Put your hands up!
Just like a bullet, this biker zooms past traffic on a highway but has a patrol unit running after him. Safe to say he wasn't caught that day now, was he? One average Quan rider probably running on beer for the past 2 days versus 2 highly trained police officers. Yet he still manages to get away. Unbelievable. Who says little Groms are not capable of outrunning the cops? Here's a clear example of one having no trouble with the police. To be honest, I'm worried about why they can't catch up to a Grom. Being a good Samaritan and helping cops sure is appreciated nowadays, but you have to put in a little effort, don't you think? Simply asking someone to stop just isn't gonna cut it. Things get a little dark just like the tint on this trooper's car when he almost causes this rider to fall down in an attempt to catch him. Unprofessional? Comment down below. Ah yes, the classic Mexican standoff, but this time between a biker and a cop. This biker should be enlisted in the NBA because he sure knows some ankle-breaking skills. This time we have a rookie chasing after a rider. The cop forgot where the brakes are and rear-ends another car. Must be his first day on the job. When I tell you this is the funniest and biggest plot twist I've ever seen, you better believe it. Just have a look at the whole thing.
What's that?
That's my new ride.
What's your hog there? It's a freaking ninja. Oh shit.
Now tell me if I'm wrong, but don't you think these cops are overreacting on this one? I mean, they've got cars and even a chopper just for one dirt bike. These guys were just having fun on the dirt when suddenly they see quads which they don't think are their friends. Since when did cops start getting quads? People here look like they're having fun right until the cops arrive. One of the boys makes a run for it but slips on the grass. Gotta admit, there's always that one friend in every group.
Party's over, guys. Get out of here.
This creeping cop is waiting for a fleeing biker with a spike strip. All that waiting goes to waste when he messes up the takedown. Way to go, Ron.
Daniel, back at it again with...
Run.
These cops are trying to box in a runaway car but end up failing 2 times in a row. The officer of this car loses his patience and just makes the pit and successfully turns it around. Here's another situation that called for a pit maneuver, and this time that suspect is not going anywhere. The cop also loses control but manages to recover just in time.
Oh my god.
As soon as these guys hear a siren behind them, they instantly disperse. The one with the camera makes a U-turn, then makes another quick U-turn. What a smart and simple move. I'm impressed. This stunt artist must have performed some stunts on the road because a cop followed him all the way into the stadium. These people are watching their friends about to get pulled over by a cop for burning some rubber in a parking lot. Little did they know the night is still young. Like good abiders of the law, these folk wait for the police chase to pass so they can come out on the road safely. But the suspect has other plans and heads straight for them. A pickup truck driver was stopped because of their suspicious behavior. Could be intoxicants, could be firearms, but no. Wait until you see this one for yourself.
Right across the old Gutsus store.
While setting out for his daily trip, the owner of this Jeep suddenly stops while making his exit. Why? Oh, just to let a police chase go by him. Nothing big, just the usual. Gearing up for an exciting race, these guys close off all the lanes of the highway and make preparations to drag. Their fun is short-lived when one of them spots a cop approaching, making everyone flee like cockroaches at 3 a.m. when you turn on the kitchen lights. Looks like someone has too much trust in his driving capabilities. The whole chase goes on in reverse. Baby driver who? This has to be the chillest chase I've ever seen. These guys are probably eating snacks and dancing along to songs while having half the police force chase them. Imagine cruising down the road, chilling with the boys, and you suddenly see police chasing after a fleeing car that is heading right towards you. I don't know about you, but my night would be made. Same goes for these guys. The real question is, why are they going the speed limit while being chased? If you're going to run away from the cops, at least make sure you don't do it in a van, please. Running from the police is stupid and dangerous as it is. On top of that, speeding might be your own undoing. In other words, you're just making things easier for the cops. This biker is having the time of his life and has built up enough confidence to provoke the cops on himself. Here's the aftermath of such an encounter, but weirdly enough, the officers can't seem to get the bike started. This guy probably didn't have enough money to pay for the ticket, so he did what he knew best: ride. You might think that the police should use bikes for people on bikes to help them catch these guys, but with all the weight on them, don't think they're any good. Stealth is one way to catch these guys, and this cop did just that. Poor guy had nowhere to run. Running a red light and that too in front of the cop? Not smart at all. These guys stayed back and got away with it because they followed the law. What do you do when a cop gets behind you and you can't shake him off? You blind him with smoke, of course.